Hello, I'm Robin Bobbitt, Howard Hanna Associate Broker Manager, and a member of the Bethel Park Job Fair Planning Team. Today we have several team members here along with one of our employers to tell you a bit about the Spring Job Fair on Saturday, April 27th, and why it's important to attend if you're an employer seeking job applicants or if you're an individual looking for new employment opportunities. Our guests are Bethel Park Council President John Oakes, Mayor Jack Allen, past Council President and CEO of Vericheck Technical Services located in Bethel Park, Tim Morey, Bethel Park Chamber of Commerce Executive Director, Connie Rule, and owner and CEO of Whispering Souls Paranormal, Patty Henderson. So Tim, tell me about why we created the job fair.
It really started a few years ago with a lot of local businesses looking for people and they were unable to find them. We worked with the Chamber as well as the Bethel Park Business Association to really come up with the idea and partner with the municipality to encourage people who live in Bethel to work in Bethel Park.
It's a great idea. So last year we had quite a few people attend. Where are we this year so far?
I believe we have over 30 vendors and over 300 jobs. I think last year we had over 200 people attend and we had, I believe it was 43 businesses show up looking for employees.
Wow, that's great. How exciting. Okay, so Jack, I wanted to ask you from your perspective, because you've been a business owner for a long time in the area. So what kind of impact does this make on our area and how was your involvement with this last year?
Well, it was a great thing. In fact, last year the new owners of my business were there, so that was a good time for them to meet people that came in. Most places are still looking for employees, so they will go around and talk to each individual, prospective employer. So you get a lot of people coming through, and the nice thing is you're interviewed right on the spot, so they can see if you qualify in their mind. But what also helps is the fact that because we tape this, that each individual business could pretty much publicize themselves for, get a little snippet of why people should work for them and just let them know who they are.
That's great. So it was interesting. I sat beside the person that bought your business, and they were talking away the whole time and met a lot of people. So
yeah, absolutely.
It was great. Yeah.
I never did ask him how many people he recruited out of that, but it was crowded. I mean, all the booths were pretty crowded.
Yeah, it was a great experience. So is it free?
It's free to the public.
Perfect.
And we encourage people to bring a resume. There's also people that will help you prepare for interviews, resume writing if you need it. But the nice thing is that when the prospective people come in, they can go around to all the booths that we have there, 30, 40, or whatever their final number will be.
Okay, so that's really helpful. So you're saying that if you don't have a resume, still come.
Absolutely.
And then we can help you get one together.
Absolutely.
Are there any other kind of resources that we might have that day?
As far as...
just helping them figure out what to put on that resume. Is there going to be somebody there that's going to guide them through that?
There'll be someone there that'll teach them interviewing techniques.
Okay, that's great.
How to do a resume.
Perfect.
Some of the basic questions that are typically asked by each different company. So they can prepare. And it's especially good for someone that's never done this before because they can feel more comfortable as they go.
Absolutely. So, hey, John, I wanted to ask you about the trades because jobs in the trades are really popular now and they're so important. So we're going to represent those jobs, correct?
Yes,
the job
correct.
fair?
So there's a very shortage of tradesmen and craftsmen in the industry now. And as my own business, we're always seeking tradespeople, but the job fair really helps that. The job fair is going to have people there looking for positions that range from project supervisors, field technicians, laborers, CDL and non-CDL drivers, and a whole array of different tradespeople, looking for work. We also partner with Pittsburgh Gateways Corporation so they can help with trades and pre-apprentice training.
That's great. Trades are so important. I think it's great to see young people interested in getting back into the trades. It's a really good option for careers now for for young people.
For sure, it's a great experience. It's a more laid back atmosphere. You get to work with your hands. I've always enjoyed it, and I believe that there's a lot of people out there that really enjoy it, and you can learn a lot, and it's a really great experience too.
That's great. So I wanted to ask you, Patty, about your experience. You were there last year.
Yes.
So tell me what it was like as a longtime business owner, and what you experienced, and what kind of feedback you had from people that came.
Okay, so being a resident of the Bethel Park and having an established small business here, it is so nice to be able to bring aboard people local within the area. So when I did hear that Bethel Park was going to hold a job fair within the area, I mean, I was blown away, and I definitely wanted to go and seek out those necessary candidates to see if they met the qualifications that I was hiring for at Whispering Souls Paranormal, to see if they met those qualifications for that position. I know my business is a little bit different and unique than most of the businesses out there, but the outcome that I had, it was dynamic. The people were wonderful. I met a lot of different people. Their enthusiasm in explaining themselves, telling why they met or why their qualifications met my position. I didn't expect that. So I had a really good time, and even in the sense of talking to the other employers that were there, they came up, they all had stories, they talked about the positions that they were hiring for, and they actually had people that they knew that may have met my qualifications for the position that I was hiring as well.
So I'm glad you touched on that, because I thought it was a great environment for businesses to support each other. I was there last year as well, and I loved that I could go and hire people that want to work in Bethel. Because that's part of my responsibility with my company, is to make sure I hire people in Bethel, give them good jobs. I'm in the real estate industry. We all need to buy and sell houses, right?
Yes.
So it was nice to be there and meet Bethel Park people.
It was wonderful. And just in the South Hills, I mean, we had some people that came from the Pleasant Hills area, and that just, it's only 5-10 minutes away from here, but it was nice to be able to speak to some of the locals and being able to recruit them for your company and stay within that locality.
Sure. And what I thought was great too is my son has been looking for a job. So I actually was visiting some of the other booths and talking to everybody. So even just the networking among the companies was fantastic.
Yes.
That's great. So I wanted to ask about the Chamber. Tell us a little bit about the Chamber's perspective, because I know that they're really involved in the community. They want to support the businesses and help everybody get a job. So Connie, let us know, what they're doing and what their part is in this.
Well, our goal is to always to connect the businesses, connect the community with the businesses. And I attend a lot of outside functions with other chambers, and I promote Bethel Park. And I really enjoy that we have a lot to offer. The chamber itself will hold functions that bring businesses together. Right now we have 10 new members that we will be introducing to the community at a special luncheon. And so they get to know each other. We now have coffee once a month where we're getting like 20 and 25 people there that come and discuss their businesses. So we leave a lot of opportunities for people to get to know each other, to know the businesses. The other thing that the chamber does is we provide a lot of ancillary services that sometimes people don't realize, but we provide classes on entrepreneurship. We can also go into a company and look at the structure of the company, look at how they hire, what are some of their issues, and help them address the HR side of it. We also have a company now that has joined the chamber who offers special HR services that they will come into your company and you can hire them outright to do some of the things. So we do a lot of that work. So it's more than just joining businesses together, but it's offering help to help them grow their business, and that's the important part.
Sounds like you have a lot of solutions to help them.
Yes, we do. So
That's great.
we also work with special functions, like for the veterans. We have a pause for the vets. We adopt dogs for the veterans families. We also have we work a lot with the advocacy group, and we've done work with the schools. We provide some programs with the schools. So we are out in the community in various aspects. So whatever you can do to help promote the business, we're there.
Absolutely. That's great. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you and everybody at the job fair. We hope to see you at our Spring Job Fair on Saturday, April 27th from 9 a.m. until noon at the Bethel Park Community Center. You can learn more about the employers attending, along with the types of jobs they're hiring for, by visiting www.bethelpark.net/job fair. You can also register your business on the same page by clicking the yellow Register Now button. Event questions can be directed to kindness@bethelpark.net. We hope to see you there.